The Gather in Style sale is on now at Coco Republic. For a limited time, you can save 20% off luxury living and dining collections. Visit our Sydney showrooms or cocorepublic.com.au. Hurry, the sale ends soon. Exclusions and T&Cs apply.
We've got a Aussie success story in the studio with us this morning. We love sharing these stories. I think they motivate people, particularly some of our younger listeners, when they're thinking, how do I get started? What am I going to do with my life? And it just goes to show that you never know what life is going to bring. Our guest is Nic Cerrone. He's been making people sparkle for more than 50 years.
A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Nic Cerrone was born in Italy. He migrated to Australia when he was only 12. And after finishing school, he was employed as an apprentice to a master jeweller in Sydney CBD. But wait until you hear how it started. He now operates the largest handmade jewellery workshop in Australia. In the early 1990s, he designed the largest diamond necklace ever made down under. In the 2000s, he was asked to create items for the Pope. He's made jewellery for some of the biggest names in the world, including Celine Dion and Barbra Streisand. And every year he makes the Everest Trophy for the winner of the richest race on turf, and it's worth nearly $700,000. I'm very happy to say that Nic Cerrone is with me in the studio. Nic, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ben.
What a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, it is my pleasure. You know, it's I listen to you every morning.
Oh, you're a good
you
man.
inspire me, and this is the most beautiful thing, that when you get up in the morning, you get up with great enthusiasm and to start the day the right way.
Oh, thank you. Can I be rude and ask, how old are you these days, Nic?
76.
76.
Don't tell anyone, please.
You must have had some work done. You look amazing.
Olive oil was good.
Olive oil. Is that right? The olive oil's the secret to your success.
Well, you know, I mean, olive oil, it's only becoming popular now, but, you know, back in Italy,
Oh, of course.
there was number one. There was the best vitamins you can drink or eat.
I want to take you back to Italy because I'm interested in origins of these success stories, because a lot of people look at Nic Cerrone and go, look at this guy, he's on the red carpet in the dazzling suit and hanging out with the celebrities and the big sparkling trophies, but they don't always hear the stories of the hard work. First of all, I want to talk about your parents. Your mum and dad's names, just tell me.
My mother was Liberata, and my father was Domenico, which was Dominic.
And did they take a risk in coming to Australia all those years ago?
Well, you know, my father, one particular day, he said, you know, it can't be worse than midnight. I mean, Italy was under terrible stress after the war and everything like that. And he decided, he said, look, I got 4 children. I have to give future to my children. And then he decided to migrate. And there was 2 countries that he was accepted, Argentina and Australia. And he didn't know anything about these 2 countries. And he virtually tossed the coin and Australia came out.
So you could have been in an Argentine radio studio right now telling your success story. Well, God love them for choosing Australia. Do you remember coming here at 12?
Oh, absolutely. I was really excited to come to Australia because my father was here. We left my father for 3 years, and it was a very hard time.
So what, he would have come first?
He came first 3 years before. He prepared himself with a house and everything, and then we had the Catholic Church who paid for our fare.
The Catholic Church paid your way?
Yes.
God bless them.
So you had to be a good Catholic. Otherwise, Australian embassy will not accept you.
Right. Let me go to that, because I believe, based on my research, that your mum and dad were doing some gardening somewhere. So they were gardening.
Absolutely. They were doing gardening for a Jewish family in Pimble. And he mentioned that, you know, his son was arriving from Italy. And now I would love him to learn a trade. And that's how it all started.
But you were only 12.
Well, because I went to school for 2 years here.
Okay.
And then what happened was I didn't like school and I left school, and that's how I started.
Why didn't you like school, Nic?
It was a hard time.
It was tough, was it?
It was very tough, yes.
Was there
difficult.
racism?
Look, I don't complain about that because that taught me a lot of things. It taught me a lot of understanding and made me realize that I was in a new place and I had to shut up. That was the question. That was the answer. You know what I mean?
So your mum and dad are working for this person in Pymble on the North Shore of Sydney, and Dad mentions, my son should get a trade. And what did the homeowner say? What led them to recommending jewellery?
They offered me an apprenticeship, and those days was all about learning a trade. Trade was so important, and that fell through my hands. But when someone recommends a trade, you're going to be thinking, okay, am I going to be a carpenter? Am I going to be an electrician or a plumber? Absolutely.
Not a jewellery maker.
Well, we didn't know anything about jewellery. My parents didn't even own a wedding ring. We didn't know anything about jewellery. And that was the most beautiful thing, because it was a beginning, not knowing what to expect and where you're going to end up.
So this gentleman recommends you become an apprentice jewellery maker. Do you remember the first piece that you tried to make?
It was only about cleaning jewellery at that time, polishing jewellery, repairing jewellery.
You weren't ready to make it yet.
Not ready, and that was the anger, because I was repairing jewellery, but my anger was about making jewellery.
That's what you wanted to do?
That's what I wanted to do.
How long were you cleaning the jewellery before you could create it?
3 years.
And then they said, okay, you can make something.
Now you can start doing things.
Do you remember the first piece that you created?
Yes, I did it for my sister when she got married, and I did a little brooch for her. She still wears it.
How fantastic.
It was a piece of jewellery that from a piece of wire I made this beautiful brooch, and and that was history. I mean,
when did you discover that you had a gift? Because you've had all of these superstars from around planet Earth who've all recognised that Nic Cerrone is one of the best in the world. When did you think, or when did someone say something to you that made you think, you know what, I might be good at this?
Ben, it was all about challenge of life. I need a challenge. And what I realised that in Australia there was a lot of missed opportunity, that we were buying jewellery from overseas and nothing was made in Australia. And I became very proud citizen. I became a very proud Australian, that there was an opportunity for us to make jewellery in Australia. And that's when I start to handmake, create, design, and enter into international awards. That's how I got recognised.
When you started out in the 1970s, I'm guessing, Nic Cerrone, that there wouldn't have been too many young men in the 1970s making jewellery.
Well, that's true. I used to work 14, 16 hours a day trying to perfect my skills, because in this trade, you need to be unique. You can't just make jewellery. It's like a musician. You need to be different.
Your first workshop was in Leichhardt. You started with 2 employees. Within 5 years, you had 20.
That's true.
You must have realised then, I'm onto something here. People like what I'm making.
Yes, well, but there was a time when Barbra Streisand migrated she came to Australia, and one of her friends was wearing a piece of jewellery, and she admired the piece of jewellery that she was wearing. And she said, where did you get this made? In France? He said, no, we got it made in Australia.
In Leichhardt.
And so she fell in love with that piece, and that's how it all started.
And what's it like when someone like Barbra Streisand or Celine Dion or the countless other celebrities wears Nic Cerrone? How does that make you feel?
Look, those people, they enjoy beautiful things, but in the jewellery business, even the hard-working woman enjoys to wear a beautiful piece of jewellery. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. It can be even the hard-working person who can enjoy that special moment, because jewellery is not something you need. It's a celebration of an occasion. So, everybody can enjoy a piece of jewellery.
It wasn't that long ago that the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, came to pay you a visit because he was getting ready to propose to his now fiancée, Jodie, because she said yes.
Yes.
So he would have let you in on the secret. You would have known before anyone else that he was popping the question.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Well, he's in my electorate, I know the PM for many, many years, and we used to see each other every Christmas. He used to pop in and buy a little present for their family.
Well, whatever you created for him obviously worked, because Jodie said yes. And is there a prime ministerial discount that's offered at a time like that now?
That was funny though, Ben, When he rang me that he wanted to come and pick up the piece of jewelry, and he said, "How many cards do I have to bring?" I said, 1 or 2.
How many credit cards?
Yeah, how many credit cards?
Well, we won't ask you what he spent on the ring because I know that you won't give us the answer. And this trophy you've created for the Everest, it's worth about $700,000. It looks like it's worth $2 million. It's beautiful.
Ben, that's really, I think we're all very proud. Our workshop is very proud. It's very unique to our country. This is a very unique piece of jewelry. This trophy has been in England, and the royal family appreciate it. The Queen was, Mr. Valendis went to meet them. He showed them the piece of, the trophy. And look, it's got 8,000 diamonds. I mean, it takes 6 months to make this piece of jewelry. There's a lot of craftsmen involved with this, and not one person. There's many people involved with this. And this is a beautiful thing. This is creating something unique. That's what satisfaction is all about to me.
We're so happy to have you, and congratulations on more than 50 years of hard work and achievements. And when you see the Everest Trophy coming up on October 18, just remember all of the hard work that went into it, and it came down to that dedication from a family that migrated from Italy and worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Nic, and thanks so much for coming in.
It's my pleasure, man. You're a true gentleman.
Thank you so much. Nic Cerrone. And, of course, if you're looking for a beautiful piece of jewellery, I'm sure he'd happily sell you one.
Looking to elevate your home? Coco Republic is the leader in premium furniture and home decor. From luxury upholstery to crafted to order parquetry, there is something to suit every style. Now is the perfect time to shop. Our Gather in Style sale is on for a limited time with 20% off luxury living and dining collections. Discover Coco Republic's exceptional craftsmanship today. Visit our Sydney showrooms or cocorepublic.com.au. Hurry, the sale ends soon. Exclusions and T&Cs apply.
Looking for more than just a place to live? Come and see what's unfolding at Melrose Park. A fresh chapter in Sydney's most exciting urban renewal. Rooftop gardens, vibrant green spaces, world-class amenities and beautifully crafted apartments just minutes from Parramatta and the Future Light Rail. Built by Sekasui House, creating homes and communities that improve with time and last for generations. New homes selling now. melrosepark.com.au. Your dream home awaits. Forever yours, Melrose Park.
Welcome to The Collective by Exceed Capital, the best of the best for wholesale investors.
Diversification is the golden rule of investing. The Collective by Exceed Capital is a professionally managed fund that spreads your property investments across a wide range of assets and sector, including direct property and unlisted property trusts.
Invest with the best. The Collective by Exceed Capital.
General advice, wholesale investors only. Consider the information memorandum before making a decision. AFSL 490284.